Gilboa is a singer and dancer from Israel. She's highly developed in the shamanic art of overtone singing. She's strongly influenced by the sacred music of Hebrew tradition, as well as Indian, tribal and Gipsy music. Einat teaches voice and dance workshops, prayer singing circles and retreats.
I lived in a beautiful village, in a nice house. We had like a valley in the village, so I used to go down every day to nature and build wooden houses inside the trees and spend a lot of quiet time with myself. I think my first memories from myself, when I was still, before I lived in that village actually, when I was very young, my first memories of myself is falling asleep and noticing my breath. I remember that I was next to an old person, maybe my grandma, and I realized that she is breathing and that many older people, like adults, are breathing very fast and that they go like and that they bring out their breath very fast. And I realized that I am breathing very slowly and that when I breathe out, it's very, very slow, very controlled, very modulated. And so I think that was kind of my first spiritual experiences with myself, realizing that I'm breathing deeply and slowly and that it's really, really nice and it feels so good, and the next moment I was falling asleep. So the next period of time I was kind of excited to go back to bed and just to feel into my breath and fall asleep. And I was actually also opening into yoga practice very, very early. I don't know why and how, but India was very present. The practice of yoga and meditation. And I was practicing, like the whole high school, I was, every hour before school I was making a whole yoga practice, and then I was going to school, and yeah, I had kind of interesting, I was not seeking, it was not like from the mind, but it was coming into my life in a very natural way through the time. I was never going for exploring in this kind of sense in that time. It was just whatever was happening around me, whatever I was resonating with, and it was present. And I think that was my first steps into creating that space within, into feeling into myself, into allowing a kind of presence of me, a different presence to enter. We had a piano at home, and in the age of 8 I started playing piano. And I remember my best moments with playing was when I already knew quite well to play. I didn't have to think about it anymore. And I realized that while I am reading the notes and playing the piano, suddenly my mind was kind of drifting away, and I already knew the piece by heart, and I was kind of reading but not really the notes, and I was just playing, and I realized that I was going somewhere else with my thoughts and with my kind of reflections of the day, of this time, of whatever. I was like daydreaming. And then I actually realized it when I was coming back to here, back to the piano, back to the notes, that it was allowing me a space to be with my thoughts, to be with myself, to dream. I do have some songs I write. I do have some songs that I'm going into a kind of free singing, and then a pattern is coming out of that, and I remember that. But I don't do that often, because once music starts playing, the song is already there. It's just to plug into it. To understand music as a space that you can dive in and allow yourself to be open, and you understand which common notes are in the music, which common sense are in the music, and then you can improvise with that. When you are singing, when you're making music, you're not thinking, you're not in your mind. So it allows other kind of pictures or any kind of, communication with your higher self to come. I found out that sound has a lot to teach us. You know, you can read and learn forever, for lifetimes, the connection between sound and shape and color and this universe and the manifestation of nature through sound. And now sound is a path for you to open and understand also the mysteries of life, the mysteries of yourself. Like I say, you can read and learn about it all your life, and I discovered that I can allow sound to teach me its own knowledge. You were speaking about singing and channeling, or channeling the music. In a way, when we make music in the moment, we are channeling the music. But music is there. Music is already there. When we sing, when we play, we are plugging into that music which is there. There is the music of the strings, there is the music of the nature, there is the music of the stars, there is a bigger music. And when we are singing, we are tuning into that bigger music. The mysteries, or you know, the divine energies and our energies, it's one manifestation, it's one music. And sound can teach us that. Even through making the practice with the music, sound teaches you more and more to open into that space and to tune into that space. Sound can vibrate in your body and is vibrating in your body. Our body is mostly filled with waters, and we know the sound effect on waters. So there is a lot there to understand, but even if we don't understand, we use that tool, and slowly the knowledge is being revealed. I can facilitate a space where the music is bringing the change. The music, once you plug into the tone, once you plug into your own voice, once you plug into listening, the music itself is facilitating a certain kind of awareness that is growing and that can bring up the information you need. People are using their voices, definitely, but not everybody allows himself to sing, allows himself to bring his voice out. And it doesn't have to be, but it's a beautiful expression. And when you feel attracted to that, it means your soul is kind of longing to do that. I remember myself as a child, all I wanted to do is to sing and dance and sing and dance. And you know, we had this room in the house, it was empty, and there was the sun coming, and I saw my shadow on the wall, and I was just singing and dancing and looking at my shadow and the wall, and this was the most beautiful hours of my day. In Europe, Israel is a kind of more rough Middle East place where you can be loud and you can express yourself. Of course, it's not about being polite, it's two different things. I wouldn't, I don't really want to refer to, you know, what is, if it's right or wrong. I think it's the expression, it's the kind of evolution we are making. It's a different kind of thinking, trying to keep everything in control, being nice and ordered and polite. Go study, go for a teacher. If you know, I mean, you can always just sing for yourself, but if you want to have a kind of reflection of you, of how to open up, how to bring that heart voice, or how to connect to that soul voice, or how to simply sing the right tone, then choose the right teacher and learn. You can always go and allow yourself to open up your voice. If you do not have the tools, then maybe you will find it out alone, or maybe not. If you want to learn more, then the right things will come to you.